Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Thursday edition of Source 16 News. I'm Eddie Owen. Thanks for joining us. Topping our news, the Hopkinsville Christian County and Katie's Trigg County Chamber of Commerce members have a new way to increase their business. Both chambers announced today they have officially teamed up to form a regional partnership that will consist of over 900 members.
Because of the added benefits it means to our chamber members. For joining our chamber, they automatically become a member of the Hopkinsville Chamber of Commerce, and I believe that they'll have an opportunity to market to a new customer base, which hopefully will increase their business.
Hopkinsville members also have an opportunity to market to a new customer base as well by a new Plus Up feature.
That we're affording our Christian County-based members an opportunity to plus up their membership for an additional $100 and secure membership to the Katie's Trigg County Chamber of Commerce. And we know already that there are many Christian County-based businesses interested in doing just that.
In addition, the Katie's Trigg County Chamber will be hiring a part-time employee to serve their community.
We have always been an all-volunteer organization, which can get a little tricky every now and then because we all have our own businesses to run. And so now we will be able to hire a part-time person who will be responsible for growing our membership. And our goal this year is 225 members.
Both chambers want to maintain their own identity, but still want to continue to grow by possibly adding the Todd County Chamber of Commerce in the future.
You know, that's just going to mean more members, and I think going to mean a larger voice, and I think it's just going to benefit our region. The more people we bring in, the more benefit we'll have, I believe.
Now that the partnership is official, a regional advisory committee will be appointed in the coming months that includes members from both chambers and the Todd County Industrial Foundation. The Hopkinsville Christian County Chamber of Commerce will also be looking at possibly changing their name to better suit these changes. Well, Kentucky State Police are investigating an arson that destroyed a home and forced the closure of an Ohio County elementary school today. Spokesman Corey King told Source 16 that state police were dispatched to a structure fire behind the Horse Branch Elementary School on U.S. Highway 62 East just after 3 o'clock this morning. He said the first trooper that arrived on the scene discovered two separate outbuildings behind the school on fire. While fire personnel were responding to the scene, Trooper King said they noticed a vacant home on fire about a mile away from the school that burned to the ground. Ohio County School Superintendent Soretta Ralph told Source 16 preschool through 6th grade students will not be in class tomorrow and will be at an alternate location next week. She said that a structural engineer and architect will be at the elementary school tomorrow to determine what repairs will need to be done to secure the building. According to Ralph, two classrooms suffered major damage. There is smoke damage throughout the school. Windows were broken out from the extreme heat, and one area of the ceiling will need to be repaired that was cut open for ventilation. A two-story wooden structure home that was about 100 years old was completely destroyed by fire this morning. According to Fairview volunteer firefighter Anita Bass, the wife of Chief Marvin Bass, 4 fire departments responded to the home of Daniel Bell at 3870 Jefferson Davis Highway off Highway 68 Russellville Road in Todd County around 1225. She told Source 16 that the home, about 5 miles east of Fairview, was fully engulfed when firefighters with the Fairview, Elkton, Honey Grove, and Pembroke volunteer fire departments arrived on the scene. Bass said Bell and 4 other family members, along with their dogs, were able to get out of the home safely, but one person was transported to Jenny Stewart Medical Center, where the individual was treated and released. According to Bass, the home is a complete loss, and at this time, the cause of the fire has not been determined. Firefighters cleared the scene around 5:30 this morning, but have been called back to the home twice to extinguish hot spots that have rekindled. Government officials from across the country, including 2 from Kentucky, got powerful reminders today about our nation's youth. Christian County's Head Start program delivered children's handprint artwork to Senator Rand Paul and 1st District Congressman Ed Whitfield's Hopkinsville offices to take part in the national Hands In for Head Start campaign.
We're trying to educate our congressmen on our Head Start program in hopes that they will not cut our funding.
The future of over 16,000 children in Kentucky, including over 270 in Christian County, currently lies in policymakers' hands. Budget cuts will affect many of the Christian County Head Start programs for children and families.
Nutrition, family services, which that's what I do as an advocate. We empower our parents. We do parenting skills. They learn through cognitive play, which they do in the classroom. So it's just very important to keep Head Start going because of those services.
Along with the artwork, Christian County Head Start also extended an invitation to Senator Paul and Congressman Whitfield to visit their facility and see firsthand how critical their services are to the community. Well, the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet has announced that the Breathitt Pennyrile Parkway Extension Project ceremonial ribbon cutting scheduled for tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock has been canceled. Public Information Officer for KTC, Keith Todd, said they'll reschedule the ribbon cutting for a later date. This is the second time the ribbon cutting has been canceled. A ribbon cutting was previously scheduled during the grand opening of the Parkway extension, but was canceled because local officials were in Washington, D.C. on a Citizens for Fort Campbell trip. Meanwhile, the Hopkinsville Christian County Economic Development Council plans on making a major announcement tomorrow afternoon at the James E. Bruce Convention Center. According to officials, the announcement involves an exciting joint industry between two local companies. Governor Beshear will join Mayor Dan Kemp and Judge Executive Steve Tribble to make the announcement at 1 o'clock at the Convention Center on Conference Center Drive. Mayfield police are warning Graves County residents of a possible scam of someone claiming to be with Robert Schaefer and Associates. According to a report, an officer spoke to Pam Gilbert of Adams Circle, who stated she was contacted by a subject with a foreign accent Tuesday afternoon claiming to represent the Schaefer firm. The man advised Gilbert she owed $475 concerning a payday loan, but Gilbert told police she does not owe this money, and she contacted the FBI because the man on the phone had personal information on her. Mayfield police contacted Robert Schaefer's law office and spoke to Schaefer, who said he is a criminal defense lawyer and does not collect money for anyone. Mayfield police are requesting that if anyone receives a call claiming to be with Robert Schaefer and Associates, contact your local law enforcement office. Help with long red lights in downtown Mayfield is on the way. After receiving complaints and doing an investigation herself, Mayfield Mayor Teresa Cantrell noticed a problem with long waits at downtown traffic lights between 6 and 6:30 in the mornings and later in the evenings. Cantrell contacted Tom Hines with the Kentucky Highway Department and found out that Mayfield's traffic timing system was developed and maintained out of a Louisville office. The timer is set to handle heavy traffic from 6 in the morning until 9 in the evening. The times will now be shortened to accommodate what Mayfield considers heavy traffic times and will be changed in the coming days. Cantrell also requested a right turn lane at 6th and Broadway in front of CVS Pharmacy. Including a right turn lane will alleviate some backup traffic and align the lanes from one side of Broadway to the other. Cantrell hopes that these changes will help end some frustration downtown once they are implemented. 8th District State Representative John Tilley and his fellow legislators welcomed the Christian County boys basketball team to the floor of the Kentucky House of Representatives Wednesday afternoon. Tilley of Hopkinsville and legislators honored the team's recent win in the boys' Sweet 16 basketball tournament. Tilley took the time to praise the team's individual accomplishments, noting that the school had now been to the Sweet 16 3 times in a row, and 5 out of the last 6 years. In addition, the team was also greeted by Governor Steve Beshear and had a photo taken with him at the foot of the President Abraham Lincoln statue in the Capitol Rotunda. As we reported last night, the team was also honored on the floor of the State Senate on Wednesday. A Fort Campbell team of 9 soldiers recently won a total of 4 silver medals and 12 bronze medals during the military's 36th annual Culinary Arts Competition at Fort Lee, Virginia. Congratulations goes out to the following soldiers: Chief Warrant Officer 3 Joseph Wisniewski, Staff Sergeant Solomon Stevenson, Sergeant John Stephen, Specialist Orlando Nixon, Private First Class Rachel Duran Jensen, Specialist Louise Roblé, Private First Class Angela Taylor, and Private First Class Alan Guaro. According to officials, the Fort Campbell team competed against the American Culinary Federation standards in multiple events. that included a written knowledge test, live individual cooking, and cold table events. The competition consisted of 251 active duty and reserve Army, Navy, Air Force, Coast Guard, and Marine Corps to increase culinary skills and military food service. The competition was hosted by the U.S. Army Quartermaster School's Joint Culinary Center for Excellence. A 49-year-old Cerulean man who police say was under the influence of alcohol was injured in an ATV wreck Tuesday afternoon. According to a Christian County Sheriff's Department report released today, Randy Gresham was driving an ATV south on Old Princeton Road around 1:40 when a witness stated that after accelerating rapidly, the bike started to wobble, went off the road, and flipped end over end and ejected him. Authorities say Gresham appeared to be under the influence of alcohol at the time of the accident and was disoriented and vague in his answers. The report said Gresham had a driving under the influence suspended operator's license for 2 prior DUIs, and he does not have a motorcycle endorsement on his license. Gresham was transported by Christian County EMS to Jenny Stewart Medical Center for treatment. Friday's Mega Millions jackpot's $312 million. Saturday's Powerball jackpot, $125 million.